But yeah, we're back for what should be our final day of Division 2 for the event. We already have the 43 apparel cash keys in there, and then another 100 donated. We gotta donate 100 more, and then we're good. We have everything unlocked. We've already done the, what's it called? The realism hardcore mode, and got that cosmetic. Wasn't anything super crazy, but we got it out of the way. This guy right here. I could have sworn this was supposed to be like a reactive camo or something. I don't know, but any manholes? Yeah. So apparently, there's like some kind of 2-man manhole farm or something over here somewhere, but it only works during like the big storm or something like that. So we're just gonna. I mean, I gotta farm keys anyways, but we're gonna farm keys anyways. But I'm gonna try and see, like, I'm gonna run around. I'm gonna try to run around this area and see, like, what you were talking about with that. Dust devils appeared. But anyway, so yeah, today's plan is basically we're just farming keys, right? We need like basically another, like, let's say 80 keys, we're done. And then, okay, hold on. And then, the plan is we're gonna start PALWORLD. There's a couple other games that I wanted to, weapon swap, please. Weapon swap. There's a couple other games I wanted to consider covering. Alright. Kill 5 guys here. Because, like, I applied for a key to play the Halo remake or whatever, but, you know, apparently the entire internet asked for one, so, like, guess I missed out. Not a big deal, no rush. Just send me one later, like, I'm down to play it later, it's not a big deal. And I also got a code for, like, a DLC to Grim Dawn, like, another expansion, but apparently for that one, it's, like, you gotta own all the previous expansions to, like, make the new expansion work. Like, I thought it was so weird, so I guess I'm not gonna bother streaming that either. Which is fine, because like we still have PALWORLD 1.0, and that is probably like the best, most feature-rich like game out right now that's like popping. So like, it'd be kind of cool to run through that, and there should be a lot to grind there. So, you know, make some builds and like make a base and kill some bosses. Like, I don't know, it seems like it's like a pretty well-rounded game. Anyway, so somewhere around this residential building, I guess there's some manholes that enemies are spawning out of. For the 2-man strat. But until that becomes a thing for us, we're gonna go do the map. Where we're gonna basically go run around and like activate all the in caches. Where's the door out of here? And then technically, if I really wanted to, like, get some, like, some tier 10s done with people, but it's not strikers, so, like, I don't know. Contractors and Fox's Prayer could be farmed today. Yeah, the Grim Dawn DLC requiring other DLCs to work is stupid. That was actually so disappointing. I just thought I could just play the new class, and instead it's like, no, you gotta like spend like $30 or something to play the thing that would have also cost you like 20. So kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. All right, we're just open a cache. Where's the wave? Yeah, yesterday. Here's a manhole. Yesterday I didn't stream because I ended up falling asleep again, eating like too much, and then like feeling kind of sick. Am I looking at here? The first one is there. Second one is like... in here?
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Hey, doing Smibbles? Good morning. Oh, like a lot of like modern games usually like separate their DLC content out. But with Grim Dawn specifically, it was like the 2 previous expansions, I guess. Just add more stuff and increase the level cap and all that stuff. Alright, where's this thing at? Oh, I'm in the wrong area, right? It's like down here. That track sucks. Let's go this way. So yeah, anyway, so there's a bit of run around New York. One final day of dust storm to get it over with. There's this thing. I wanted to finish this whole thing yesterday so we could like just go all in on PALWORLD for, you know, starting today. But a little bit of a delay, all good. Pretty much everyone who's been playing PALWORLD looking like they're having a good time with that. We got 2 back-to-back waves. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, PALWORLD, see, the way I look at it is that PALWORLD is a ton of content and stuff to do, which is like what's lacking for me right now. I need the game that like motivates me to get out of bed and like grind. Where I actually have like something to work towards. Play RuneScape. I mean, the thing is, having something to do has to also coincide with something worth watching. Who the fuck wants to watch RuneScape? You know what I mean? If I just didn't stream, sure, like I could play RuneScape. Like a year ago, I decided to make another, like, you know, RuneScape, original RuneScape account or whatever to just go through the grind again, because like, for nostalgia reasons, but I only play that game like free to play. There's so much like RuneScape content that it's like on membership that like I would never oh my god, that I've like never experienced and never pretty much never planned to. The RuneScape grind is kind of like, I mean, like the OG RuneScape grind is like really basic. The 243 keys, I'm working on the last bit of it today. That's like the only reason I'm on Division right now. Like I played RuneScape in 2001. And that's where You know, RuneScape, between Diablo 2 and RuneScape, that's where I learned about all the different basic scams that people would do. And also in RuneScape specifically, that's where I enjoyed like making a min-max like, you know, PK character. I would go and like 3-shot people in the wild on the border and take their shit. That's how I played. Free armor trimming. Hey, let's do a drop trade. I went this way again. These guys are up top somewhere, right? Where are these name guys? Spawn there was pretty bad. I gotta remember to like not run through here because they spawn in some weird spot.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Guess a boss spawn? How many keys have I donated? Only like 100. I gotta donate another 100 and get it over with. You want to donate 200 for all the cosmetics? Every key past that, you should just burn it on loot drops.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
So force a devil spawn here.
Incoming hostiles detected.
The donations, you can go past 200, I'm pretty sure. The first 200 are the actual value. Pass those 5 there. Right, because like it takes a bit to get all your keys, right? If you need 243 keys for yourself, that's a lot of time. It'd be nice to get the cosmetic rewards out of the way. It's 43 for the apparel caches, another 200 for like the weapon skins. The raging dust storm. And bosses.
Sniper turret detected. Medical assistance needed.
Oh, my cooldown. He's still shooting. Well, the community is gonna, you know, there's a bunch of different rewards. There's like the community goal of 10 million keys or whatever. That's shared across every single person in the game who donates at least 1 key. Then there's the independent community goal donation ones that are like, you know, that's why you give 200 for all the rewards. Then there's the apparel cash ones. This is why you give another 43. So 243 keys are guaranteed rewards, and then there's like 3 more rewards for just being a part of the community pool.
Friendly supply on foot in proximity.
Enemies just spawn and then despawn. What? So 3 spawns there. If I run out of the safe house?
know you're hankering for more news, but you're gonna have to wait a bit. I got some tunes coming up for you first.
How that works? Yeah, I think just using the safe house as a fast travel is probably better. Let's see. Would it work? Didn't trigger yet. There's just like a lot of closets in this area, so like maybe it doesn't like the fast travel. Maybe I have to. Oh, that's fine. Just running the lap around here, I guess. mean, that command right there tells you exactly what the build is. Striker or Headhunter. There's only really like 2 types of builds in this game for damage. And only one is actually relevant escalation. And everything else is inferior. That's the meta of the game. Just play Striker, man.
Supply convoy detected.
Just like the snipe, I mean, that's what Headhunter's for. Until the game disappoints you with helmeted enemies or headless enemies. They might as well just like consolidate headshot damage into crit damage. Just turn that all into one stat. You get crit chance to get, you know, crit damage on body shots. Or if you hit the headshots, then you just have 100% crit chance, and then, you know.
System back
You're good to
online.
go. Yeah, I hold Z on everything. There's zero reason to pick up anything off the ground. Honestly, I wish it would have like a loot filter in this game that would just like automatically dismantle everything for you and just pick up the resources. Because everything is dog shit on the ground anyway. Like if you're a newer player, then like you're gonna pick up all the crap off the ground. Because you gotta pick up everything, well, as junk, and then you gotta like donate all your junk to like the expertise table and that shit, right? So if you're like newer, you have to treat it a little bit differently. But like literally every item that ever drops for me is just garbage. Like if I go play tier 10, it's different. And then I run a Regulus with 1-taps? Yeah. I mean, that's my favorite gun in the game. Relocked. That's my favorite gun in the game, but it's pointless. Because there's enemies in the game that can't be headshotted. And there's also a talent called Determined, and then there's like, you know, terminal knee pads. So like, if you're going to play a build like that, you might as well just play that loadout instead. Because it's more consistent and clears all the... Because it's more consistent and then it also clears all the content faster than like the Regulus does.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Let's turn on this. Helmets, yep. I mean, that's the thing, it's like, because the game is designed to have either crit or headshot, but then there's enemies that have, you know, no heads, or like have helmets on top of their heads. Like, yeah, might as well consolidate the precision damage stat together, right? Like turn headshot damage into crit damage, or like, I don't know, precision damage, or like just call it crit damage, and then just let like crit chance be the thing you stack to like, you know, get headshot damage on body shots and call it a day. What's up, AJ? Right, because like it's just so stupid otherwise. Like, the way the game is balanced is basically like saying that you should just play a crit build. And then like if you aim for the head while you play a crit build, like That's cool. The 1 billion damage shot? What do you mean? Like a one-shot build? Yeah, you could plenty do that. You can still do stuff like that if you stack enough buffs together. I haven't seen what raid speed runs look like these days, but I know that you can play Striker with like a, you know, whatever hand cannon has the highest base damage, plus like a flatline, plus like Achilles pulse, plus like a Striker headshot set, plus like Dodge. It's like what, Dodge City holster and Striker, and then the fuck? You just get a prototype like that.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Whatever, but they're both bad. Yeah, you can still do that sort of loadout with Achilles pulse. 200 stack Striker, Dodge City. Probably flatline harvest. I'm guessing like punch, yeah, I guess like punch drunk, Dodge City, 4 Striker, yeah, that sounds right. All the weapon damage.
Medical assistance needed.
Okay, I don't see the guy shooting me. Okay.
Agent down. Access key detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Detected.
We got Chinese fuel time out of their credit scores. Shouldn't it be like their... What's the, like, social credit score, right? Something like that? They actually got something like that over there?
Vital signs critical.
-1 social credit. Yeah, the way that like what Dodge City holster works and like Achilles pulse works and stuff like that was always like insane. Expertise on Achilles, yeah. It's mine at. I have a full 30 on that one. More junk to delete. Another box. Blacklisters.
Detected. Hostile sniper unit detected.
Rest of the boss is dead. Now the daily chests are totally worth it, dude. The other spot's better for solo. Are you talking about like the edge of the map thing that like the Chinese video had in it? Like during the calm storm, it's definitely all about the chests. But the
Supply drop detected.
raging storm. So a good target loot today? Apparently for escalation you go work on getting like Fox's Prayer and Contractors. I actually don't really use those items anymore, but you know, having one that's like prototype God World wouldn't be a bad thing. So like if you wanted to farm escalation day, like you could get some value out of it. If you care about Contractors and Fox's Prayer. Sometimes they just spawn like twice as many. Should we box up here? Exotic. Next one's your leg over here.
Supply drop nearby.
Yeah, I mean, I ate a good amount today. Hopefully my stomach is fine from that. And then we can spend like all day playing PALWORLD into like all night into next all day potentially. I don't know. Am I reloading? That's the exotic holster. The Centurion's exotic holster, it's like I swap from my primary to my pistol and back to my primary. And whenever it rolls over to the buff that gives you like increased mag size, it also reloads your gun. PALWORLD, I mean, it's a fresh game for me. I haven't really done anything with that game. Right? I like survival games. I like having a grind. Apparently there's like builds, right? Like PALWORLD should keep us busy. I should have played PALWORLD from the start. I've been a pretty pretty good game to make content for, so kind of fuck that up, but. Like I'm at least like a week and a half behind, I guess, when it came out in 1.0. And I didn't play it at launch either. It's fine, Palworld's not really like a looter shooter, so it didn't pull me out of retirement. But considering the situation with all the other games out right now, like, yeah, Palworld's probably the best thing to be playing. In terms of something that's like relevant to stream, but also has like a lot of content. I love seeing survival games come out of early access and actually be in a good state for like 1.0. Because like we get Valheim like that this year too. Oh, Valheim 1.0 is later. Yeah, Palworld just has so many things going for it that makes it such a good game. It's Pokemon. If Pokemon actually had some creativity instead of just like being some family-friendly bullshit that like has like near zero innovation. And it's got the survival grind too, right? So, and you can play with friends. Like that's cool. And there's like actual builds. So it's gonna be pretty fun playing that, like pretty much like effectively blind. So I haven't looked into it too much more than that. Haven't even played it. Bought it last night, installed it for today. I don't know why I'm even looking at these things. Renting server. I don't play survival games with people. Those are definitely like. That's definitely a genre, and I'm all about soloing. I want to build my own base. I want to farm my own stuff. Okay, if I had already beaten the game and then just want to casually play with friends, like understandably, like having a server is cool. To try to build like some kind of like city or something with people. But if I'm trying to beat everything without getting carried or anything like that, like I'm soloing for sure. Oh, we got Raging Storm. Alright, there's like a spot on the edge of the map up here, right? Like here or something? Let's see. Let's see.
Supply drop detected.
The bridge area? I mean, I used to. Used to play around there. There's some other... Billy didn't go off? There's some other strats that some, like... You know, Chinese players came up with. G88, what's up, dude? Trucks on the bridge and area at the end. Yeah, I mean, I did that farm for like the first day or two. It's okay, it's functional, but this one's better over here. Am I finished the keys yet? No, there's once I'm finished with the keys, I'm done streaming Division for like the next like 2 weeks. We're getting there today. I didn't play yesterday, but let's see. I'm pretty sure we run maybe to like this van and go back. No. Oh yeah, this one's good. I don't know why they spawn the way they spawn, but for some Chinese video posted on my Discord the other day, I couldn't understand a single word, but basically the idea is, I guess, this side of the map, run back and forth from the van to the store. Which works out because the whole idea with Raging Storms is just like, as soon as you enter the zone, for where, like, you know, a closet is within range of, like, spawning mobs is basically when it's going to spawn the mobs. It's also why the whole, like, two-man safe house thing is a thing. Just like how we farmed the manhole for the previous event. The same logic. The same spawn logic happens here. But only doing Raging Storm. Where is this? On the edge of the map. Southeast of like the derailed control point. It only works during the Raging Storm though. And you can only get 48 kills during Raging Storm anyway, so like, it's still not going to be anywhere close to like as crazy as what it was like killing the manhole thing last time. Spawn this time. A little bit of goop. Yeah, I wish the goop in this game was actually worth a damn. All that shit. All that stuff on the ground, totally useless for me. That's another one. How many keys? On the first 2 days, I farmed about like 80 keys a day. I wasn't taking it too serious. I just need another like 80 today and then we're done. You only need to donate like, you only need like 243 keys to get like all the rewards. And so like the idea is that during the calm storm, you want to do your hidden caches. Right, you kill a pack, open a cache, kill a pack, open a cache. And then when you have Raging Storm, then you want to like try to make sure you do something like this where you can get like 48 kills in 8 minutes. Want to play PO1, PoE 1 League? No, never. PoE 1 is definitely dead to me. PoE 2 even, like, is, I think PoE 2 is the better game, but also, like, a game that I think takes too much work to even go play. I'm so sick of doing the PoE campaigns every time. I'd rather play Diablo 4, honestly. We got a new incursion? You already got that on day 1. I got the new exotic on my second clear. The problem with the new exotic is you can't re-roll it to have like out of cover damage, so gotta wait for them to add a blueprint in like 3 months. Our raiding storm is done. If raiding storm is done, like what happens if I just look over here? Alright, that part's done. We can go back to the key map thing. Where's this? We did 14. We gotta do 15. We go over here. 5 more caches to open. And then we're basically just doing Raging Storms in that same spot. And we're doing like we're doing Raiding Storm that one spot to get our 48 kills, and then every time that we don't have Raiding Storm, we just I don't know, run around, I guess. Bro, these mods that are popping out are so useless. What a waste. Lag? My internet's fine. The game's not fine. That spot is just to spawn dust devils consistently, yeah. Oh, it's dead. There's ammo there too, can't pick it up. Can't log out either. Game's cooked, I guess. No, seriously, it was 64 months. The servers are fried right now. Is anyone else having problems, or is it just me? The sub animation pop-ups? Yeah, I made those myself. Like a year ago, I learned how to use After Effects to do some stuff. I need to move them though. I want to move everything that's happening up there to like somewhere in my cam frame so it's not blocking anything in the games that I play. I like remember how I built them. So I built them with the idea that like they would always be at the top of the screen. I'd have to like redo them with the idea that they're gonna happen in the cam frame. I made them in January of 2025. I didn't stream that entire month. I like took that entire month off because like January is like the weakest month of the year to be a streamer. So like you might as well just like use that as like vacation time or something. And that server really broke. And I guess it wasn't just me. I mean, if they want me to play PALWORLD, I'll play PALWORLD, but then I'm gonna forget to get the rest of my keys. I just wanted to see that last cosmetic. Are we good? Alright, we were opening boxes like over here. If you get down while a new exotic MMO talent is procced, it picks you up. What? What does that have to do with the like with the talent at all? Oh yeah, this road was pretty good for Raging Storm. I wonder if I kind of want to play PALWORLD, but like, if I wanted to play tier 10s, like I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to go and get. A God rolled Contractors and Fox's Prayer as prototype. There's a couple of items I would consider part of the you know, the DPS toolkit that might also you know have. But I'd rather play PALWORLD because it's like an actual game. What's up, Han? How you doing? I gotta go build a nice little, like, super efficient base. I gotta, you know, enslave a bunch of Pokemon and make them work in my sweatshop to, you know, manufacture weapons or something. I gotta breed Pokemon to... Wait, let's kill this first. It's just like the trash mob, so. Molested by... Wait, what? You on a break because you're... Because fatty streamer gotta eat and stuff? Are you calling Wits fat? He hits the gym, man. He's gotta, like, you know, he's gotta eat. Not everyone has a min-maxed gamer body like I do, you know? I barely weigh 135, eat like once a day, and like game for 20 hours straight, 40 hours straight, whatever. Some dudes gotta eat. I do kind of wish I did have a home like gym setup though, because there's times where it's just like, you know, whatever time I have that I was not on stream, like it'd be nice to just like go do something. And like I remember like the 1 month of my life I ever spent in the gym lifting and stuff was actually like, I felt kind of nice. Like I could, you know, I see why some people do it, not just to be healthy, but it actually felt pretty good. So that would, like, at the end of that month is when I also got sick and then I never went back. But it was like a nice habit to have for that month that I did it. That's how I found out that I actually would enjoy that if I could do that consistently in a convenient way. Or I could also like match like the fact that I just stay at home all day. Yeah, it's just the problem is like, you know, when you have a regular job, like it's easier to just be like, okay, well outside of working 9 to 5, like, you know, you can just you know that like you have consistency with like what your needs are to like work on, you know, Monday through Friday or whatever. Whereas as a streamer, it's like I could literally just be live like every conscious minute of my day and technically be at work, right? Like if there's something worth doing, then I'm gonna be on as much as possible. But there's a lot of times where there's a lot of times where you have like, you know, there's not really any good games out or something, right? A lot of downtime. That downtime being spent on like, you know, improving yourself in some way is like a good use of that time. Early retirement, yeah. I mean, I should probably if I had a better understanding of investments, and I'd be for a long. I mean, already like in a fine spot, anyways. But like, it's not like I'd still like the game, so like of course I'm gonna stream. The thing, it's like my stream will probably always exist as long as these platforms exist, and like as long as like I enjoy playing games, and like it's gonna be kind of hard for the enjoyment of playing games to go away. The problem is that like we have these like periods of time, whether they're a month or 6 months long or something, where like there's just not anything like, there's not like a game that I want to stream that's like, dude, I can't wait to like, you know, not only grind it on stream, but like, you know, be happy about like the build I made in the game and like go make some videos and be like, yo, check this shit out, right? Like there's certain games where it's like my satisfaction kind of drives like whether or not I'm around actually making that kind of content. The full nerd life. I mean, yeah, it's a nice life to have if you like the stuff. Listens like up here. Did I? A sec. We did the one there. Oh, there should be one up here, right? Like my stream is like a hangout place for gamers, right? It's like gaming is way more fun when you have like people to hang out with and, you know, talk games and stuff with. Investments, I mean, yeah, like I've had stuff on the market since like before everything blew up, so like that was, you know, that's part of the reason why like I can afford to be a streamer and like not necessarily worry about hitting certain numbers every single month, to like, you know, so like I have low expenses too. At the same time, it's not like I'm so far ahead that like I don't need to earn another dollar in my life, right? Like I still technically have to work, but it doesn't have to be high income. That's kind of like the difference. Yeah, I'm a very like low maintenance, low cost of living kind of situation. Like some of like the bucket list related things I would want to do are just like they require magnitudes more income than I have, so like that's just money that doesn't get spent. like even like, you know, drinking, it's like outside of like social situations, like I'm not drinking anything. Like I like spending money on food, Where's the farming location? It was like this edge of the map over here. This like corner. That's where I went.
Civilians in distress.
You only do it during Raging Storm though. Because Raging Storm doesn't have like a mob cooldown, so like you just run back and forth to trigger the same spawn over and over. And then where are we again? They're supposed to be the last one like here or something. Last cache of the day. Sure, another pistol in the collection. Alright, we're good with that. We gotta kill a pack. Already online versus going to the supermarket. That makes sense. Just gotta be right.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, this game is like an aim trainer, so you've played enough. You've played enough, like, you know. I'm dead. This guy is washed. Apple, if I'm washed, like, what are you? If I'm washed, you got retirement home, man. Alright, let's see. That's all 20, right? Let's go back to residential. Boxes are done. This track, no, I'm good. Yeah, no, if you play enough Division 2 with the intent of like, you know, playing all red and just like shooting stuff, like it's like a game where I swear, like, you know, if you try to take it serious or whatever with aim, you can get your aim at like a pretty good point and then transfer it over to like any other game that's like trying to be precise. It's like I played H1Z1, then I played Division 1, right? And then like PUBG happened after Division 1 for me. And then like I played that shit professionally. And then I came back to, you know, when Division 2 came out. Like I went from Battle Royale to playing a looter shooter to going pro another Battle Royale to playing another looter shooter. And it's like a guy who shoots mobs on stream goes to play a, you know, PvP game and does so at a level. I mean, that game's not just all aim, but like you don't have to play only competitive stuff to work on your aim. So then you're pretty much playing any shooter that like actually respects your skill. And you're always like consciously trying to aim better. Then the skill should improve. Chappie and Sweater, yeah, that was back when we were on C9 early on. We had to like swap duos to try to train them. I had Crunch as my duo, Chappie and Sweater played together, and the idea was to get them up to speed because they came from H1Z1. And they were like not... They were cool to hang out with, but they were definitely not... They were not players that were really built for PUBG. Sweater with his like crackhead playstyle does not fit a slow ass game like PUBG at all. And that's what was funny about playing Gamescom, is because like Gamescom ultimately was like a me and Chappie versus like Sweater and well, Borg, which is like a Swedish player that like was a stand-in for us. It was like it was almost like a like because the event the tournament had like solos, duos, and quads. It was like almost like a competition within our own team to see who would still be on the roster after the end of the competition. It was like whoever performed better was keeping the team, and other people were getting traded out. That's essentially the kind of like environment we had. I played that COD Blackout game yet, but like that was like the only Call of Duty where I farmed Dark Matter first, and then like I played the Battle Royale a little bit afterwards. The Battle Royale was like okay, but it wasn't like I'm not the kind of Battle Royale that I'd like want to like, you know, dream of waking up and grinding every day. Also, another thing that was annoying about my comp PUBG days is also the fact that like H1Z1's like Pro League also basically took away one of our core players. Just like just like completely ruined. Completely, where the hell are we? It completely ruined like the. Is it even storm time? It is. It completely ruined their 4-stack. And then we had to have like a stand-in, which also was just like a weaker player than what we had. But I guess at least it motivated me to like ask to like be traded out to like TSM, which was a better career move anyway. At the cost of basically giving up any more like good results in like the competitive scene. It's kind of like annoying, the stuff that like you can potentially deal with in like an emerging esport. It's fun to sell to compete if you get the opportunity to. If you care about being good at something and playing against the best. The version of PUBG you get to play online was like a, you know, experiencing heroin put in video game form. Been chasing the high ever since. At the same time, PUBG during its like rise in 2017 also taught me that esports is essentially just like pointless, and it's all about being a content creator. It doesn't matter how good you are at something. It's better just to be somebody who can get people's attention. You get more opportunities, you get more money, and like it's less effort than being like the absolute best at something, which is silly, but that's how it is. Some like the currently most popular streamers are like just have absolutely degenerate behavior on stream. It's also kind of like sad that kind of, I guess, almost like train wreck, like, you know, reality TV type shit actually is popular on this platform too. And what that could say about, like, I guess society as a whole. It's pretty stupid. Yeah, it's really wild too, because it's like a younger gen growing up with like TikTok and seeing how like all these like fake lives on the internet for points. And like it's also something that like anybody can, you know, download an app and try to do that for themselves too. So it's like everyone thinks that they can make it. I don't browse short form content at all. Like I'll see the occasional clip or something either on my Twitter or like or whatever, but and I have accounts on those different platforms and I've like posted one or two, I guess, as an experiment, but I can't be bothered with it. Facebook account, I had one from way back then too. I deleted mine. So that platform's like absolute trash. My Twitter only has value to me because I'm a streamer. I have an Instagram, but I don't really use it at all. Like in terms of things that are actually valuable, it's like my Twitch, I guess, like my YouTube. Twitter because streamer, and then obviously Discord. But like Discord's like an actual good platform to like, you know, get people on. Speaking of which, hey, for all you guys that are regulars in my chat, I'd actually like to be here and, you know, yap it up. You should join ours. If you want to engage with actual real people that are, you know, that like to play games, different ones. Not just this one. It's my Discord is not a division only Discord. It's the same goes for my stream really for other people that are like, you know, maybe tuning for the first time. If I had built more than one channel up at a time, probably wouldn't have been a bad thing to have, like, if I had a stream and YouTube dedicated to only Division stuff or something, then like a separate one for like all the other games I play. If they would be separated, that'd probably be good. I swear, this game has a lot of people who like, I think only play like this game. I don't have as many, like a wide of appreciation of gaming as I do. Like one day I could be playing Division 2, next day I could be playing like some kind of like anime game or something, and like there's just no crossover. Yeah, I mean all the people who are regulars too, like everyone basically plays a lot of stuff. Like PALWORLD is absolutely happening, like after I'm done grinding these keys out. PALWORLD is just like, you know, you got your Pokemon collection stuff, but then like you also have, I guess, like breeding to make sure like they actually have good traits and stats. There's min-maxing there. Then there's like the actual survival base craft, like base building and crafting, material gathering, all that stuff to do. Then there's like boss fights. There's a lot of shit. So like, and if you really wanted to even play on a server with friends. PoE League. For the most part, like I don't really want to play RPGs if I can. I think like Diablo 4 might be the only RPG where I actually like playing, like, you know, for like a season, or not the whole season, but like You're like doing the grind for like a day or two. Because I know how to do the damn campaign. PoE, like, I'm just over it. I think playing ARPGs from my position as a streamer, like, I think playing ARPGs so that I can, you know, learn about more, you know, game designer choices that people have made to develop their game further. Like, learning new mechanics is always good. There's a lot of mechanics that can be totally stolen from the RPGs to make a good looter shooter. Like, a lot of the stuff I'm trying to consume right now, like, every game I play is always like basically like a lesson in, you know, what works, what doesn't in a game, and gives you a pretty good idea of, like, you know, what you would like to see in a game, what works, what doesn't. And for me, it's like, I gotta make a game eventually, so it's important to me. And a lot of the media that I've consumed lately too, like all that anime that I've watched, was all kind of like related to games in some way. It made me realize there was like, there's certain experiences we have in games that like just aren't really being delivered anymore. It's like almost like too expensive to make a game that like kind of caters to like the, well, I mean, like in the like mainstream AAA space anyways. It's like they're not going to make things that are super hardcore or like niche enough to actually have a soul. I guess you gotta like, you know, hope that an indie game does that. So with Sword Art Online, it's like, okay, you got this MMO that it's essentially like a hardcore MMO experience. One guy in the whole server even can get like a certain skill no one else can get, right? Like even like things like dual wielding, like that's like kind of crazy. I've only seen like one of the game do anything close to that, and that was like what Throne and Liberty like gave people. Throne and Liberty gave people like the guy I guess with like the most like, you know, PvP score had like the ability to like make it nighttime in the game, and the guy with like some kind of PvE score on the server had like the guy who could make like rain happen, right? Like that was kind of cool. When I come to tier 10, I want to get my keys so I can stop playing this game. Let's see. I need 41 more keys. I donate 50. I think we get like a Lexington skin or something. Oh, it's this one, huh? So this is the new Lexington skin, the Scarab. I would rather use my gold one, but okay, I guess. I wish this was like more distinct. I mean, like it's a camo pattern, so it probably shouldn't be distinct. It should look realistic, but I like factory new, crisp aesthetics like that over where are we going? What the keys for? It's all cosmetic stuff. It's limited time cosmetics. I need 50 more keys to get like the St. Elmo, and then we're good. This event's only running for like a total of 3 weeks. And as soon as I get my last, I don't know, 41 keys or so, then... And even then, like... I'll probably just go play a different game now and just worry about spending my first hour of the day farming keys tomorrow or something. It's similar to Rust, probably just because it's a survival game. There's one more thing here too, right? Projects. Financial, civic, 2 bridges. I guess we'll get our exotic comps for this. This? But yeah, I mean, I could just start tomorrow's stream with Division as well. Do my first hour of the day, just be like key farming or something, and just go right into PALWORLD afterwards. I don't know. Or do it all now and get over with. I kind of like wish I logged in yesterday. I just didn't feel like it was worth it to be on yesterday. I got out of bed so late. Took way too long to recover. How long would it take it from raining keys? Probably another 3 hours. I would imagine something like that. Hmm. Just gonna see this thing right there. Man, if you have a sleek dagger here, yeah, the only thing we have in this game for speed is this. Every time you see me with a pistol in this game, this is essentially the sleek dagger. 20% movement speed. This is like the best pistol in the game because it's like the only thing in the game that gives you speed. Hmm. Answering something about the screen right now before I go back to just blasting stuff. One sec. Alright, done with that. Cool. Alright, so while we're out in this open world, only other valuable thing to do is these like creator projects, which are pretty much just saying like go do 3 activities in the open world.
Friendly control point detected.
Go through 3 activities in the open world in 3 different zones, pretty much every day for 6 days. So while you're running around hoping for dust devil spawns, you might as well get your exotic.
Serious trauma.
Wow, the explosion did a lot.
Civilians in distress.
Oh, my mailbox is nearly full. Hello, Ken. How you doing?
Detected.
Where have you been? I'm just sitting here doing my my FOMO homework in my game here before I go play PALWORLD for the first time. You woke up? I was gonna say, like, I didn't realize it was 9 a.m. over here. I was about to say, like, wow, what is the schedule? But no, that seems pretty normal. That seems pretty normal. I haven't played PALWORLD ever. So once I'm done doing what I'm doing here, it's gonna be my literal first day on the game. Yeah, I mean, I liked Pokemon growing up, plus I like survival games, so today might be a pretty long day. PALWORLD's like a $20 game or something. It's like $20 or $30 on Steam. And it's kind of like the hottest game of the summer right now. And then, like, you're catching Pokemon, you're breeding Pokemon, you're enslaving them to work on your factory or something to make AK-47s and, like, RPGs. Like, like, I don't know. There's a bunch of weird shit. Am I playing Ion 2? Yeah. Everybody from the Throne days is pretty much playing Ion 2, I'm pretty sure. I already played on a KR, so I already kind of know how it's going to go down. The PvP is pretty weak. But, like, the PvP is pretty weak, but, like, the PvE was decent. So we don't really have, like, that. We don't really have, like, the mass PvP kind of, like, coordination of, you know, like going for Siege and stuff. I felt like that was pretty cool. Going for World Boss was pretty cool, but, like, the way that Ion 2 played out, even if they changed stuff, it's like the mass PvP part of it I think is still really weak. Like, all your AoE abilities are only allowed to hit, like, 3 people at a time. No matter what. Which just means that, like, Zerging has a huge advantage, too. There's an entire, like, open world PvP map in the game where you go and farm mobs for, like, the resources to, like, work on your PvP gear or something, but then, like, There's also world bosses in the PvP area. But then, like, you're only allowed to be in that area for, like... It's an invisible wall right there. You're allowed to be in the PvP area for, like, a certain number of hours every day or week or something. If you have a subscription, you can be there longer. Like, I don't know, there's a bunch of dumb restrictions like that. I'm still gonna play it. So, you know. You're gonna have to join me and everybody else. I'm sure we're gonna probably play like the, you know, the day one early access servers. I'm playing Ranger. I've already played Ranger, but I'm gonna play Ranger again. 'Cause that's definitely like my kind of class. I probably need to go play the KR version of Ion 2 next month at some point. Just to like do a little refresher. And maybe even be proactive and make a YouTube video or two, because like I got some VODs of like how I progress. Like I played like 1 week of, you know, Taiwan and Korea, and I was about as advanced as it gets for like, you know, being a free-to-play player. But you gotta buy a subscription to that game. You should definitely be buying a 1 month sub to that game if you're gonna play it. You do not want to play without it. Playing that game entirely free to play is a complete mistake. Top 500 rivals. You're still playing that game, huh? Everything I see with rivals is pretty much the latest and greatest in bikini skins. That game is hard carried by bikini skins. The only competition Rivals has is TFD for bikini skins. But maybe people like superheroes way more than like some like generic UE5 ladies instead. Nothing else out right now? Yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, there's PALWORLD. As far as like a relevant multiplayer shooter goes, then just gotta be a PV enjoyer. I guess like the only multiplayer shooter I want to play that seems like it's gonna be a good time is War Dogs to me. Like that seems like a peak Battlefield type of experience. So I'm gonna play that whenever that drops. Otherwise, you know, I would love to play more Battlefield, but like the fact that they have a bloom-based gun model pisses me off. Like I need gunplay that actually feels good to justify playing a shooter every day. Like that's why I can play this game. Like the gunplay in this game is pretty good for third person. What's up, Cole? How you doing? need more keys. Tabbed out. We got a hunter spawn? Okay.
Hostile. Explosive signal. System restored.
Chat, how you guys doing? You guys, I guess, farming right now? Holy fuck. I forgot I killed myself.
Agent out of action.
A game called Breath of Life is like Gothic 1, but made by like one guy. I love all like the one dev kind of games, dude. Anything that's like really small, or like solo devs especially, like nothing but respect for the dudes that believe in themselves to put the effort in to like actually like make a good game. Plenty of so. Isn't the future of that game cooked because they've like fired like a billion people? Decide if you want to play PO1 League. What you should do is play PALWORLD. Don't worry, once I start playing PALWORLD, I'm done with these bullshit keys. No other game. Okay.
Vital signs critical.
Oh my god, is my game bugged? No other game will stand out to you once the PALWORLD grind starts. There's enough going on there. Damn, you got 400 hours in that game? Once I start it today, my stream will finally be live for longer than like, you know, these like Division 2 retirement hours that I've been putting up.
The area is lost.
I think I saw that the game has like, I don't know, like 120 something bosses, and there's like alright, this is done here. Back to the projects. Civic, financial. Two bridges? Two bridges? There we go.
Friendly supply convoy in
The right pals. I mean, I'm a min-maxer, so like I'm sure that I'll have the right stuff.
invite to another agent's group.
You know?
16.
I'm sure that I'll have some min-maxed like sweatshop workers and some min-max mounts and some min-max DPS and like you're at the point where the only thing you can do is breed. You know, out of context, that's wild. Am I playing it solo? Yeah. I play every survival game solo. I like to play a lot of games solo in general because it's like I learn the game at my pace. I don't get carried in any situation. I have full understanding of like how every piece of the game fits together. There's another one. Financial district. I guess these are yesterday's and today's challenges. Let's go down faster. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna solo it. I'm gonna try to catch everything and kill all the bosses. It's like my own. Because if it's a Pokemon game, like collecting everything is kind of like always the main goal. I still think I have a working save on my Pokemon Red version, unless the battery's dead inside the cartridge. And that's like one of my prized, like, you know, childhood gaming achievements is having like 150 Pokemon on that thing. I guess technically you have 151 if you got like a Mew, but like that's trading for everything, like in all the different the daycares and stuff I've been a part of. That was, you know, a big part of my childhood, man. You're speaking a whole different language to me right now. I haven't even played the game. I don't even know what that is.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Who released the hostage? Alright, so financial, battery, financial. I should have really played PALWORLD the moment it dropped, though. It would have been a better game to grind and make like content for. I've been on like every single like game I've played recently that doesn't grab me past a certain point. I've just like replaced the lack of dopamine from those games with just like watching more anime. The amount of shit that I've watched in like the past like 2.5 months is crazy. I finished all of King's Avatar like just earlier this week. I started Goblin Slayer and that one was actually kind of cool. For the most part though, if King's Avatar is supposed to be like a good Chinese like anime or whatever the word is, then like I guess like I don't know, their style is not really my style.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Pokopia? Pokopia, is that like another Pokemon thing? In Dragon Sword Awakening, I watched another friend of mine that streams play it, and like I heard that it's like a gacha game that was supposed to be like a free-to-play online game that became a single-player game. And like, I watched it for a bit, and it's like something to grind, but it doesn't seem like something it doesn't seem like something that I would prioritize over like just going out to go play Power World or something. Like I feel like anime games in general, anything that has like an anime aesthetic, it feels like they're usually just like kind of like mid or like kind of like sloppy kind of games. Like they don't,
Supply drop nearby.
they're capitalizing on something that people are a fan of, but they're not like the type of games that are like well designed enough to be like, you know, memorable, good experiences. Like I played that Sword Art Online game, and like then I was like at the point where it was like I knew the game was like kind of mid, but like it like literally put me in like a phase of just kind of like feeling like I'd just rather not play any games at all and just like be gone for a week. On Ion? Oh, I had... What was my character was stacked on Ion. You'd have to look at my VODs on my YouTube channel. My character was stacked on Ion. The asset sliders were maxed out. In the front and in the back. And then I don't remember what else happened.
Friendly supply convoy detected. Supply drop claimed.
But like that Dragon Sword game, like yeah, like I could go play that. Like I like look at my email or something. They have like a key for the game in there. If I want to stream it. It's just that PALWORLD most likely will carry our schedule for a bit here as we move into August. I still want to play Division 2 whenever that like prototype cores 2x thing happens on what, like August 4th, the 7th. And then I'm doing the incursion day 1 on August 11th.
All clear. Empty. Successful. Agent requesting backup. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yo, what up, Akira? How you doing? Alright, product check. Still need battery, financial. Okay. Just a little thing there. There's a guy up here. Let's go to that. Ion 2. I mean, I already know. You know, Cannon and his group are gonna be on there. I'm gonna be on there, right? Like, you just gotta come and join up with me. As for like day 1, I'm pretty sure the game was mostly you just soloed it up until you got to endgame. Then you just like had to make a pre-made to like go do your dungeons. Did you get to play it on Taiwan or Korea, or did you not bother? Oh, you did play, okay. I wasn't sure how much you played it with. Don't remember. I know I just played my Ranger for like a week and we played Taiwan first and the servers were shit, and then we went to Korea and did it all again. And then like somewhere in there it was like seeing what it was like to be a free-to-play gamer and realizing that it was absolutely pointless to continue being a free-to-play player, so I stopped playing. It only took me a week on 2 different servers to realize that I should have had a subscription from the beginning. Alright, that one's done. I remember I got banned in Ion 2 because I played for like 30 something hours straight and they thought I was a bot. So I had to write them an email to their support team. I used ChatGPT to like convert it over like Korean text and be like, listen, I don't know why you banned me, but like I have the VODs to prove that I'm not a bot. But I got unbanned afterwards. Like Korean MMO, no, you know, no for grinding. They banned me because they thought I was a bot. For playing for like 30 hours straight.
System.
It's just like the funniest shit.
Detect additional hostile contacts.
I guess I can take it as a comment. It's just like, it's like, man, you're fucking my grind right now, dude. You know, like, let me get back on. All this. Yeah, I'm trying to get this like. I wonder where these caches are coming from. Is it from key donations? Oh, it's from the projects. Don't worry, once I start the PALWORLD grind, I might be sitting here on this chair for a while. I need to put some degen hours up. I've taken so much random like days off of stream, and it's like annoying because like I like to be here. I like to be on every day and hang out with everybody. But like, I killed it. I keep that. But if I don't have anything worth playing on stream, then I just can't. I can't just like be here and like I don't know, do nothing. Halo was already playable as of like yesterday, but they didn't send me a key. Because like literally everyone requested a key. Can I? Yeah, I remember. The lavender rare. Oh, this is prototype. It's just like. It's like 50% better than like maxed out gear. It's pretty broken. Just give people more power for no reason because there's nothing that's strong enough. I'm telling you, if they just made all if they've just made prototype be this thing where like you just turn a piece of gear into something that has an augment slot and like you just have gear with augments, like it's. Like, the augments by themselves are already really strong. Like, they didn't need to give us a stat boost. Like, the stat boost is a complete mistake. If the stat boost wasn't there and the augments were there, then, like, they could have still, like, allowed augments or prototype gear and, like, you know, in other content. 50% stat boost, like, literally fucked it. Is the GPS for real right now? It just says go walk through this pile of trash. Okay.
Friendly control point nearby.
I think it's supposed to be like a nighttime raging storm, but like it doesn't really feel like one. Thus devils appeared. Have to run back and forth. Is it a raging storm? No? Let's try again. I'm sure it looks like it should be. Like it's pretty hard to see. Oh, maybe not. We got baited. It's kind of like a clear skies or a calm storm, maybe? Civic Center Financial. What's the trick to get up here? The lighting is going so crazy right now. How is that a raging storm? Oh, it is. This spell wasn't working.
Supply drop detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Detected. Location
Gauntlets and where winds meet.
hostiles.
I've only played that game for like a single one-day session of a couple hours. Alright, more free exo comps.
Supply drop claimed.
Civic Center activities. That's gonna be up here. We're gonna go there. Blood of the Dawnwalker. How are you gonna have time to play that? Ion 2 early access like before that happens, pretty sure.
Friendly control.
Story game? Oh yeah, true. Am I watching lately? I think that like the what was that? I finished that King's Avatar one, which is like I only like the subject matter of it being like based off of like it's like a fictional like MMO esports league thing. So like the story if it being like an esports thing was cool, but like the animations were pretty weak to me. And then like Chinese voice acting is, I mean, like I guess like the Chinese language is definitely not as interesting to listen to as like Japanese. I think the Chinese animation style is not as interesting to look at as like the Japanese animation style. But like just like the subject matter of it being like an esports related storyline. It's basically like one guy who's like a god at this game he really is like all about. Basically gets like forced off of his esports team from like a contractual standpoint. And like, you know, obviously like me being a ex esports guy, like I can like relate to that world, I guess, right? So I thought that was kind of cool. And then the idea of like the game that they were playing was kind of cool. It was like they were doing like MMO things, like setting like world records for like dungeon clears and like raid clears and fighting with world bosses. Then there was like it's also like this like a PvP angle to it as well for the esports league. It's like a cool idea for a piece of media, I guess. Between the guys playing the game and then also like
Detected.
interacting in the real world.
Progress halted.
Just watch that. And then I started Goblin Slayer. Watched the first season of the movie.
Resumed.
The goblins are getting blasted. It was like kind of cool, I guess. It's a little wild how dark that one is, though. Never seen goblins look so threatening.
Ride required.
And, like, it's threatening to society, and like any RPGs had goblins as like an enemy type. it's like so funny too. Like the main character of the Goblin Slayer thing is just like he only has like a couple of voice lines. He basically says on repeat in most cases. And occasionally drops a little bit of knowledge about like how to kill goblins.
Additional hostile contacts.
It's mostly just like dark, violent media type of thing. Male gunner,
Detected.
BDO. Yeah, I put the female gunner in BDO.
Detecting
I like gunning classes in MMOs. I want to see more of that. I want them like when it's like cool movement, cool like rotations. I mean, obviously, I just want like a looter shooter MMO, anyways.
detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected. Supply drop claimed. All clear for now. Empty. Supply drop successful.
Cinder City. I'm sure Cinder City will be something to do,
It's needed.
but like that's as much as your expectations should be. Like it's a totally new IP. It looked like it's something that we're all gonna play because we like looter shooters, but it's not something that you should like hold out on as like having some like super high hopes for, because it didn't look like anything special. It's just that the genre is like lacking in terms of like options, so like whatever they're doing will be more interesting than anything we're doing right now.
Hostile broadcast.
Get a spot right here? No?
Access key detected. Press. Hold. Vital signs critical.
Squad. As far as looter shooters go, it's like the Cube is the one I have the most faith in, even though those guys haven't made a looter shooter. I'm generally gonna have like less faith in Eastern devs, just given like all the, you know, pay to win kind of approaches they have. But that doesn't mean I won't play them. Miss Anthem and Outriders. I mean, yeah, those had some good stuff. Anthem had potential, but they fucked it up because, you know, EA. Outriders was just a single player game, basically.
Manual override required.
I would love to be able to just like somehow obtain all their source code and like licensing and stuff to just take their game and
Strikes across the city. Strap in.
there we go, finish those. Take their games and just like see how they built them and then, you know, make improvements to like actually add in-game content. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I can make my own game, but I can't make it to be like some, you know, live service, like constantly pumping out content type of game. I'd have to like, the only realistic way for me to make a looter shooter basically by myself is to start by making like a little single player one. Making like a banger, like solo dubbed kind of game, right? Like a smaller scope. And then if it like people actually liked it, then and it's like successful or something, then it's like, okay, well no. You move on from that into something bigger, right? Like maybe you seek funding, maybe you like can actually afford to hire actual like, you know, small team of like, you know, really talented devs. Like if I could afford paying like you know, some of those like people from like let's say like the Destiny art team that got fired, and then like I pick up some like tech talent from people that like, I don't know, let's say like you need some like tech talent that can do like the make sure things are like optimized and build like a, you know, really good like server infrastructure and all that other shit. And then like you need like the artists that like actually can make good stuff. I would want like control over it, you know, the RPG side of things, mechanical side of things. So if a game doesn't play well, it doesn't matter how good it looks. But like before you jump to like that level of like game production, you gotta start small. There's a lot of room for solo devs to do stuff, but to do a bigger project with like more hands on deck, it's like you know, that's not realistic without having like a bunch of money on hand. It's like expensive to have good talent, whether they're artists or like technical. What's the best looter shooter in your opinion? There's been times in history where like different looter shooters had value at the time. Like there's like redeeming qualities about pretty much every single one that I've played. But they didn't have like longevity. Like, yeah, Gathalion's in a very good spot to be able to actually have a team of people and investors and such. He's not making a looter shooter though. He's making some kind of like classic MMO kind of game, like PSO or whatever. I never really played those, but I've seen him play it a little bit. Whatever it is, I'll play it. Plus, like, there's people I know that are working on the game too. Like Smashly's working on that game, and like she's apparently got like a really insane like, you know, tech background. Like I know she like worked on some other games. I just know her as like a gamer and a streamer, but I played with her a bunch. The best ideas? I mean, ideas are like a dime a dozen. Like you need to be able to take. It's really hard to take what's in your head, translate it into functional, like, you know, gameplay rules, be able to like accommodate all of the stuff that you want to do, and then like even be able to like implement it. Right? There's a huge fucking gap between what can be going on in your head and like how to like actually like make that manifest into like a product like that what people actually want to play. It's like there's a lot going on. That's why I like, at least for me, like I have some idea how it could look because of like my tech background, but there's plenty of stuff I don't know how to do. If I just go make it myself though, then it's an opportunity to go and like, you know, learn the basics of like almost everything that goes into like actually making a good 3D game. That's also like a time-consuming thing. Like for example, Thoom, who's one of our mods and like a, you know, regular in chat and stuff in Discord. You take the time to learn how to use Unreal Engine, use some like, you know, free asset packs and stuff, and like put together like a functioning, you know, like looter shooter where like you could even play it like co-op, and He like remade one of the maps from Outriders. I think it's called Boomtown or whatever, right? Like in his like low poly 3D kind of like looter shooter game. He never like, he didn't send it all the way to like actually make it a game that could be on Steam. Unfortunately, in his situation, like he's also got like, you know, personal health issues he's got to deal with, which are taking away from his ability to like, you know, continue working on the thing. He also like got into like also making like a project in Hytale when that first came out. And he's transitioning out of that since Hytale apparently is having player count problems. It's just early access, you know, Minecrafty kind of game.
Supply drop detected.
But like, I know it's possible. He's like, he's an example of, you know, someone who took the time to like, you know, try to learn like Unreal Engine to like actually like do basically what we're talking about, which is, you know, try to make your own looter shooter. Like it's definitely possible. But there's like a lot of work you got to put into like learning like Unreal Engine, and then also if you have like any coding experience that helps too, and then you can work with like free asset packs at least to like get yourself a couple of different, you know, things to play with, like learn how to build something. But to take it to the next step, like you would need even more time and investment or something to like get some like unique assets built for your game. And then if you went like the multiplayer route, then like that takes even more effort. New raid? There's no new raid. New incursions in 3 weeks. If you go back to being a software engineer, millions in the bank, no, you just, if you can get a job in this environment with AI, then like, yeah, you'd have like a 6-figure salary. If you go and make Minecraft and just sell that, like you can become a billionaire. The amount of software is that like, you make something generally good, then there can be a lot of money on the line, but you know, good luck doing that. You can make decent money if you can get a job, but good luck fighting against AI and the way these companies operate. Well, I guess applies to like a lot of other jobs too. Radiant Storm just kicked in, I think. Alright, well, we're going back to the edge of the map here. Because Radiant Storm. Is there a way my inventory to check this? Hold on. I need 27 more? They all spawning one road over? Yeah, I think they are. The little high ground spot up here.
Friendly control point.
Where are these guys, dude? We're only here for Dust Devils. It's weird how sometimes there's only like one guy. What? Storm over? I guess I just run far enough. So we got a boss spawn soon. $24 more keys. We could probably just do them tomorrow. Kind of wanted to just finish them today, but like, you know, be faster doing tomorrow. Daily 150 boost. Where's this farm? It's on the right side of the map. Under the derailed control plant. It only works when the raging storm happens. This is dead. I think raging storm is done. And response. So we have 21 keys to go. $21 keys to go. Enough exo comps for like one item. I burned all my cores though. Burned a lot of my cores though. I think I need to gamble another weapon up. I guess it depends on how badly I want to get a frenzy LMG. Boost it up. Although for the entire season, I'd rather just run gear shift. And double gear shift with whiplash. Hey, what is up? What up, Void? How you doing? Chunk mods. The Whiplash. The Whiplash is pretty good. If, like the double gear shift Whiplash loadout, I feel like that's great for like the modifiers right now. I could craft one of these. Yeah, I might just craft one of those. Start crafting bench here. Tinkering station. Or make that. It's already got crit chance on there, so then like what's the menu? Expertise. LMGs. I might as well burn some mats on this guy, because, like, if I can roll, I don't know. Crit chance and out of cover. I mean, shit, if we could just get one that's perfect, that'd be great. You know? The one day where we had Striker in tier 10 felt pretty nice. Just go ham with two of these. And we can gamble it. LMG damage, come on. So one of ours is out of cover, and the other one is LMG damage, and this one's LMG damage, and that's it. That's exotic components in this game are so annoying. Like, it takes so long to farm them. Just to waste 45 of them on fuck all.
Vision and Black Tusk have been playing a tug-of-war with the Pentagon. It's funny they're fighting so hard over the world's largest...
Alright, the project's done. We gotta go back to... whatever's going on over here. ability, the ability's on cooldown, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so we need 21 keys. Can we get 21 keys the next... What's the rate? Technically should be able to get like, what, 18 keys in an hour? Or we get them much faster tomorrow. I think that is the correct call. I've been on this for like, what, like 3 hours. We got the most important stuff done, which was the creator projects for exotic components. And we still have to like log in and do another set of them anyways. Yeah. I swear, this game is totally designed at this point to just be like... There's so much more value in just like logging for maybe an hour or two a day at best. They try so hard to make the events and like all the rewards of this game like not really worth farming like in a single day.
Hostiles detected.
Like having daily bonuses for people who can't play all day is great, but like having a time-gated grind still makes this event pretty weak.
Supply drop nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Access key detected.
Yeah, like low drop rates are fine if there's like a good farm. But like if they have time gates and if there's like a you have to like the problem with this event is that like the Raging Storm takes away the cooldown. You have 8 minutes of like uninterrupted free farm basically. But then they have a cap on how many you can kill during that 8-minute window. Because they don't want people farming like we did, you know, a couple months ago with the Cherry Blossom thing. I farmed like what, thousands of keys. So I could try to like brute force acquire as many Lexingtons and Terminals as I could so that eventually I could prototype them and like max out some FOMO items, right? And even then, like that wasn't really worth it. There's like basically 20 lottery tickets and I didn't get lucky, so that's that. That's all I got. It's like 20 opportunities to like gamble up 20 Lexingtons and like none of them were perfect. It's pretty stupid. If prototype didn't exist in the game, then I wouldn't even have to have had farmed 2,000 plus keys or whatever it was, or 5,000 keys. Because I wouldn't have given a shit because I already have all the pieces maxed out normally. I don't know, it's just like there's like a combination of systems in play here that's just like it's not necessarily built to be like that fun, but as far as their metrics are concerned, it's like if you want something, they're gonna slow you down to like boost their like daily active user metric. That's what this event feels like to me. This is an improvement over the previous one, but still. I think the atmosphere of having a dust storm only covers up so much of the actual game loop. $5 million event release Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. There's just a lot of people that play this game. Like, let's see. 5 million divided by 243 would be like 20,000 players that like actually farm enough keys to get all the rewards. So like if people only do 243 keys, then the game would only need to have like 40,000 people playing the game, enough to get all the rewards. But like this game is spread across so many platforms, and you know has had so many sales. There's actually a lot of people that own the game and play it pretty casually.
Civilians in danger.
So it's not surprising that like they hit the 5 mil. But what I'm getting at is not like that it's like super hard or something to get the keys. It's more like it's annoying that the gameplay, when your only goal is to obtain keys because you don't need anything else, right? It's annoying to know that like you're time gated and killing only like 4 guys every 6 minutes, which makes the gameplay like incredibly hollow, right? Like if you can kill 4 guys in like 30 seconds or less, you're spending over 5 minutes running around doing fuck all. That doesn't make for a fun event. The aesthetic of the event is getting a lot of praise, but like graphics only go so far. But it's like graphics, I guess, do a really good job of
Serious trauma.
kind of like hiding the fact that it's like, you spend 5 minutes out of every 6 minutes doing nothing when your goal is to obtain keys. It's not like a very well tuned or end game type of thing. Gotta go to the side of the map. Like casuals will probably not feel it as much, especially people that are still catching up, because they might, need some of the random crap from just killing open world mobs. But when you look at it as just like a exercise of like, obtaining keys, it's not great. So tier 10? I'm not gonna buy with tier 10s today. I don't use contractors or Fox's Prayer in my tier 10 builds. What is this? I'm trying to get my keys so I can go play PALWORLD. I will happily farm tier 10s when they do the double. Yeah, I mean, I bet like if it was Striker today, I would have been down. Like if Striker randomly shows up, I'm down. Right, so that's my priority right now. Is like if Striker happens, I'm down. If Unit Alloys happens, maybe I should be down for that too. Bro, what is this game?
Vital signs.
But more importantly, yeah, like I would rather stream some new gameplay, something that's actually interesting. Right, so it's not like I need this gear for incursions. Like, look at this. I need, what, 20 keys? I want to kill 48 guys. It's like I'm actually like 7 keys in like the next minutes. Yeah, I don't think the time gate adds good gameplay for the Calm Storm thing. I wish that there was a way to opt in into like having permanent rating storms on. And more importantly, in terms of actual gameplay, like even the mobs for rating storms, like this, this just rating storm becomes this at the end of the day. Just finding like a method to have the enemies spawn when their cooldowns are removed. Which goes right back to Cherry Blossom. Which also goes right back to the fact that like The event isn't actually like that interesting gameplay wise, where you're just killing like some easy to kill elites. But looking at the way that people talk about this event, as they like it or something on Reddit, it's like, I mean, the pacing is better than Cherry Blossom, and the aesthetic of the game, the event is better than Cherry Blossom. More of a prevalent thing instead of just like being like a couple of cherry blossom trees randomly dropped on the map in different places. So like the casual audience is gonna like this a lot more. I still don't think it's good enough, man. Like, I really do think that events need to be like compelling gameplay for the entire time that you're playing. Are we looking 32, like, once this Radiant Storm is done, I think that's where we stop. And then we go play PALWORLD. This event tries to farm engagement a little too hard with the comp storms. Like, how many keys did we get? Maybe like 40 keys in the last 3 hours? I don't know. Maybe a bit more. Maybe like 50? Yeah, so we I think I'm pretty sure I started today with like around 15 to 20 keys that weren't donated. We donated about 50 of them to get the Lexington skin. And then we got another, I guess we farmed at least like 60. It's like 60 keys in like the last 3 hours. Rainstorm's gone. That puts us at needing 16 more keys, and then we're done. Alright, let's go back. So I'll wrap that up. I thought it was wrapped out today, but I'd rather just wrap it up tomorrow so I can actually go play a new game, check out some new content. So, let's do a little recap over here, and then we're going to swap over. So we did the 43. We did 150 donations. We have 34 left, and we need to donate 50 total, so we need 16. This page shows a little bit better. And then we got to also make sure that by the time the community donates 10 mil, that we log in again at some point in the next 2.5 weeks, which we're going to do because the next time I'd actually legitimately want to play the game would be on August 4th, I'm pretty sure, because that's when we have... That's when we're supposed to have... I guess it won't show up here. It's in the patch notes. We're supposed to have like a couple of days where we get like double tokens and prototype cores from escalation. So hopefully on those days, we have good missions and good target loot. Because that'd be like the best possible time to play it. Alright, I'm going to cut the YouTube VOD here, and then I'm going to refire the YouTube stream back up with PALWORLD once I set this up. So for you guys over there right now, that's what's going to be happening. We're going to switch over to PALWORLD. First time ever playing the game, and it'll probably keep me going on stream for like a good 100 hours, I'd imagine. Some actual fresh content, boss fights and all the grind. So for you on YouTube, stay tuned. We'll be